It's Friday, fool, and you need this tool. Welcome back to another glorious episode of It's Friday, fool, you need this tool. My name is Kyle Voss. On Fridays, I bring you a tool that I use here in this shop or that I have featured on this channel. Alright guys, so this week's tool is not the fanciest of tools, and it's probably a tool that you've seen or heard of, but it's a useful one. Especially if you're like a DIYer in your shop, you're making stuff, maybe even if you're making multiple things, multiple versions of the same thing. And that is a 90-degree clamp, really of any kind. This one works pretty good. It's very reasonably priced. It's not the most robust thing, but if you're just kind of tinkering around in the shop and you need to put some stuff together, you want it to be a perfect 90 degrees. You don't want it to go anywhere, so you can buzz that thing up with your welder. Something like this is perfect. So as you can see, I got some square tube in here now. It's just got, just some jaws in there. You can slide your material in, tighten it down, 90 degrees. You know, no worries about it being off, no worries about it moving. You don't have to have a big welding table and fixture clamps and all this stuff to get the job done. Although, this one does have slots to mount it to your welding table, fixture table, if you have one. It's got some on this side as well. The other thing that's cool about this one is it has some speed buttons, so you can actually press this button on the side, clamp will slide right out, or it can slide right back in, and then you kind of finish it off with the whirly-durly. So this particular unit is made by Wolfcraft. There's a bunch of them out there. Like I said, this one is on the more affordable side. It's not gonna break the bank. I think it was, I don't know, around the $30 range. There are a couple downfalls to this clamp though that I will mention. The first one being that the jaws aren't very big. So they're about maybe an inch and a half. I'm gonna say about an inch. So that jaw's about an inch. So it's not gonna hold really, really thick material. I mean, I guess if it was square, it could probably hold it pretty well, but like any kind of tubing, the jaws just aren't big enough to hold that tubing where you need it. The other thing, like I mentioned earlier, it's not the most robust piece of equipment. It'd be great for like woodwork, some kind of tinkering in the shop, metalwork style setup, but you know, it's not gonna be like a production piece of equipment. But that being said, you're not really paying for a production piece of equipment. This is one of those deals, 30 bucks, you have one of these, you kind of slide it away. When you need to use it, you slide it out, mount it to the table, make those 90 degrees that you need to make. You know, you're building your wife a little end table. It's perfect for that kind of stuff. I guess the other thing that I don't really care for on this is the plastic handles. Now, I haven't had any issues with them, but you could just tell they're not the strongest thing ever. And I have a feeling at some point, probably have some problems with these. But all that being said, I mean, we're talking 30 bucks. So one thing that is cool about this piece though is that they did leave enough clearance where you could actually just do a T-piece. So if this tube went all the way across, there would be room for it. So you could actually kind of tee in a piece. It doesn't have to be a 90-degree corner. All right guys, there you go, an affordable 90-degree clamp. Really, it's gonna help you get the job done. You know, if you're kind of tinkering around, need some nice, perfect 90s or T-pieces or whatever, building some furniture, building, you know, just shop equipment, whatever. This is a good one, it's affordable. It's not the best thing in the world, but hey, if you don't need to spend 300 bucks, here you go. All right guys, as I always do, if you want to go check these out, I'll drop you a link in the description. 90-degree clamp, if you need one, there you go. As always, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys some more next week. It's Friday, fool!